Hi everyone, welcome back to this week weekly market update. As usual, let's see what happened over the last week, followed by what's coming up on this coming week, and things to watch out for, and things to share, and also review back on what we have been talking about on the last video as well. But before that, remember to share my Facebook page, like my YouTube video as well, and remember to subscribe to my public Telegram group so you can receive more news over there as well. All right, so let's see what happened on last week. We can see that last week, right, market, even though it's only a 4 trading weeks, all right, 4 trading days, 4 trading days, but it has been a 4 negative days. All right, it's kind of like bearish to the market itself. All right, we didn't expect that bearish, but based on what I have charted on my Dow Jones index, previously, as you can see from the chart itself, right, I have mentioned that if let's say it break 37,000 successfully, it's forming a broadening formations, right? Previously, I was drawing this pattern. I'll come to the chart later, lah, but I just give a quick one. This is what we'll be talking about, right? It's a bordering patterns. Eventually it fall after this break below the 30 resistance again, 36,500, and then it has to be tempering down, right? Actually, if let's say you are on the RSI indicator, right, you can see there is a bearish divergence forming in these two patterns. That means it's not the higher of the previous high. I will show you guys later more on the chart itself. So the market have been tumbling, especially for the last 4 days last week itself. Can you see red, 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 red? All right, the market tried to come back, but it failed, and right now it's below 200 days moving average. So what does it mean? We will come back and revisit the chart later. So we also can see that Nasdaq has fallen and tumbled 2% on last Friday. If you are paying attention to individual stock counter, one of the biggest fall, all right, is actually on Netflix. All right, it's actually on Netflix. All right, so we can see that the Nasdaq tumble and it's the worst week since 2020, right? More than 1 year plus. For deeper into the correction territory. So we will see where is the next target for Nasdaq and things to watch out for if you are holding on it. Of course, do not pick a falling knife. I mean that in indexes wise, right? Uh, what do I say? In nature, right? To say that actually index is one direction, it will always go up, but definitely they will tend to have some pullback in between, right? So if you want to catch a falling knife, then you must have a strong technical analysis, strong risk reward, strong stop loss to protect yourself. All right, so we shall see that Netflix is a disappointing quarterly report. All right, so it tumbled 21.8%. It's a huge slippage. Hopefully, not many people got burned by this. And this, right, is actually changed the fundamental of what people look into the Netflix itself. Mainly is because due to the slowdown in the subscriber growth and due to the competitor as well. So that causes Netflix to flow, to tumble down. But not just on that, the competitor like Disney as well dropped 6.9% on Friday itself. All right, so a lot of technology shares closed badly on last Friday. Why? Because we know that right now we are at the season's earnings season itself, right? So we can see that on the earnings calendar. So last Friday we can see that Netflix, even though it hit the earning per share forecast and the revenue just nicely hit, right? But it actually dropped badly. Okay, why the rest of the tech sector actually follow? Because it's for this coming week, to take note, there's a big earnings report, and mainly, right, most of the component is coming from the Dow Jones 30. All right, mainly is coming from the Dow Jones 30. So take note, like Microsoft, like Tesla, 3M, this kind of company is all under IBM is all under Dow Jones 30. So take note, because even though for Netflix, right, it hit the forecast, but it dropped 20%, this spilled over to the next earnings report for coming weeks. Right, so eventually, right, it might be doing good, hitting the result, but then the chart might continue to tumble down. Right, so take note of individual counter if you're holding any of them. Please stay avoid yourself if you are not entering your position or you are not holding any position. All right, do it after the earnings report, especially what happened on last week. You can see it's just a drop of 20%, one big shot. All right, so coming week, take note if you are holding like Tesla, Apple shares, this kind of big counter, Mastercard, just take note on your position itself. All right. So that is what happened on last week. Mainly the market sell off. All right. Not only that, we can see that Bitcoin actually also hit hard on Friday itself. 40,000 should be the major support at the point of time because it's a round figure. When it break below 40,000, it actually opened the door for the bear to come in, and it actually closed 38,000. And for this coming just by itself, right, on the Saturday morning and night, we can see that Bitcoin was trading around 35,000. All right, we'll be looking at a chart. I think my target, the next whole figure will be at 30,000. We shall see whether 30,000 support or not. Otherwise, you will go crazily dropping. All right, there's a lot of reason for Bitcoin. Mainly is because I think Russia banned or stops coin mining. That is the third largest coin miner in Russia, but they stop it. All right, they stop it, and there is a lot of regulations coming in. So you can see that Russia's central bank proposed to banning the use of mining and cryptocurrency early in this week. So a lot of things lah. Basically, there's a lot of things happening. So if you're on the cryptocurrency itself, just beware as well. So for the coming up, right? So what happened to this week? This week, like I say, there's earnings report, but take notes on this earnings report because right now the fear is coming into the market of the earnings, especially what happened like previous week is the financials. JP Morgan, everything also gap down slippage. Um even though the report is not that bad. Second week, last week is on Netflix. Right now, for this earnings report, people, the fear is there already. The sentiment is no longer at a bull side. All right, so fear will spill over to the other rest of the counter itself. They might magnify the even though it's just a small losses, small miss from the forecast, but they will actually magnify it and make it a bigger impact on coming weeks. So just take note. So what will happen is that people are putting hope on the economy calendar, such and on Wednesday itself, FOMC statement, the rate decisions. So they want to see whether the market is actually on the hawkish side or not, because it sound hawkish previously, right? They will hike the interest rate. So whether since the market is tumble, we know that March the tapering will finish. Will they actually hike their first interest rate? Repeat, which I mentioned, 80% probability that people are looking that there will be a first rate hike in coming March. All right, so right now is depend on the tones on FOMC. If there's no showing any dovish, right, the market might continue to come down again lah. So just be aware of this market coming weeks as well. All right, so market are expected to remain on edge as the Fed meet in the weeks ahead lah. So this is what I mentioned, right? Then there's half of the 30 stocks reportings. Give me a second. Yeah, it's reporting expected for the biggest market cap stocks lah. So take note as well. Earnings report. Next thing is actually the travel. Okay, so what is happening on the travel itself, right? We know that travel sector has been badly affected by this virus, this pandemic, right? So right now, will travel sector be one of the watch lists for this 2022? I think you can start to put into your watch list soon. All right, or now perhaps you can go into those kind of holidays website like booking.com. So you can go into those kind of hotels like Airbnbs, vacations, like which I mentioned last week, uh, LVS, right? So there's a lot of things that you can actually watch into it lah. So just remember to put into your watch list on the travel sector itself. So like people who want to go to cruise, this kind of thing, because we are always one step ahead. What happens if let's say everything pandemic is over? Hopefully, right, we are actually believing and praying for that, right? But right now with this vaccinated travel lane, right, the travel is start traveling already. So whether or not the virus is there, people start traveling and expenses start kicking in, earnings start coming in, correct or not? So you can actually start to watch list those counter as well. All right, so next we will be going to the chart itself. All right, so for the chart itself, right, we can see that, let me off the rest first. Okay, so we can see that from Dow Jones itself. Okay, so this is what I mentioned. Dow Jones itself, there's a bordering triangle, right? It's forming. Eventually, I started drawing this when we were here. I say it will go up, it come down, supported by 200-day moving average. All right, this is 200-day moving average. It go up. All right, it break above, but it close out the next day. This is a very significant bearish and carving candles. All right, if you are not sure, you can go and read up what is bearish and carving. All right, and carve the candle of the previously, right? So, and it continue to drop. Try to pull back to the previous resistance and then it drop once again. Right now, it break the 200 days moving average. This is my previous support, which I mentioned, 34,000. Significant support conjunction with 200-day moving average. This is what I draw, right? I previously. First, the first resistance, all right, breach. Second resistance will be the 34,000. Once it breach, where is the next target? Especially we know that coming week is the earnings report, mainly for the 30 Dow Jones index, right? So next we will be looking at a 50% Fibonacci if we draw from the swing low to the swing high. I have decided 29,500, or you can put at 30,000 as your swing low because it's a round figure, but I took it once it break above from the previous resistance. That is where I draw my, or I determine my swing low. So I draw my swing low to my swing high, and my first 50% resistance, I mean the Fibonacci, is actually at 33,000 around 300. Make it a nice digit, triple three. All right, you can say a triple three, 33,300. All right, 33,300. All right, the 50% Fibonacci level if you want. All right, it's slightly higher, slightly higher, might be, or this candlestick low. All right, this candlestick low is at 33,270, so it's around here. So that is my first target. Once it hit 50% is kind of like significance. We will see is there any rebound back. If let's say it's one straight spike down, then we will be looking at the next resistance level, or perhaps the next support level at 32,365. All right, or 32,300 or 32,500, just hovering around here. But there will be a support at here. All right, just nice at 38.2%. You can draw this Fibonacci in your trading view or in your chart on your platform, and then you monitor from there. All right, so we must see that it successfully break the 34,000 first before it go to the next level. Once it touch, the next candle is up, there you might see there's a good support area forming. And please do not short it. All right, so that's why I say once it bleach, do not enter immediately. All right, always wait for the next candle as a buffer. Take note on that. So this is how you monitor your chart. All right, so next we'll be going into Russia 2000. I've been talking about this Russia 2000 previously. So if you pay attention, there you go. That is a benefit. I've been talking about it since 12 December. 12 December is somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. I say that I'm actually bearish on the I'm biased on the downside. Because they've been trending sideways and the major market is not doing good, and there's a fake breakout previously, which I mentioned. All right, this is a fake breakout, which I mentioned. This is the fake breakout. All right, bull trap. So it trap people who actually long during the breakout. Right now it come down. So right now, once it break, right, and conjunction with the major market is coming down, and this continue to drop. Correct or not? So if you manage to monitor, if you put into watch list, then congrats to you. So if right now break the 50%, the next target is 38.2%. This is the epic. I mean, you can put it like Dow Jones because I also draw the swing low from the breakout. Swing high is the previous resistance. I did use the trap itself, and we are looking at below the 38.2%. So what happened if, let's say, I use my swing high as the trap? We are near to the 38.2% concurrently. Can you see that? Alright, so the Fibonacci is there. This is how you use the Fibonacci. Right now, this is a good support, but ultimately it's based on what is the coming week candle is going to show you, because there's a good huge drop. There might be a decent pullback before it continue. Alright, but ultimately I'm still more on the downside. I think the drop has not over yet. We will be seeing more further drop later or coming week. All right, do take note, it takes years for the market to go up. It takes less than 2 to 3 months for the market to plunge. All right, it can take less than 2 to 3 months for the market to plunge. All right, take note, when it drop without any support there. When it go up, it's just like climbing stairs. Down is taking lift, going up is climbing stairs. So take note, don't have the same mindset as it will slowly go up. It drop, it don't give face. The market don't give you face. Alright, it don't buy you any face. Alright, so take note on the Russia itself. Alright, on the good side itself, let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq itself. Alright, for Nasdaq, alright, we can see Nasdaq is very bearish because it's break the 200-day moving average. Alright, it break the first support level. Can you see that or not? Two line go concurrently. Correct? Resistance, support, break. Alright, that's why for Nasdaq itself, people say that it's actually going to the corrections because there's a huge dropping. Alright, so if you want, you also can draw a big Fibo. Alright, there you can see. Break, this is just nice for at the 70. Let me hold on. Let me delete the line for you guys so you can see. Alright, the first support level 78.7, break next support level 61.8%. Alright, so I draw here because I see that it has touches here. You can put here as your band if you want. Alright, you can put here as your band if you want. We shall see any hovering around here or not. Okay, so take note, look at the weekly chart at the bigger perspective. Can you see? Just nice. If you come here, where is it? This is the 100 days, if I'm not wrong, this is the 100-day moving average. Can you see that? Touches just nice. Once it drop, 100 days, first support, 61.8% second support. Alright, I didn't look at the weekly chart, I look it right now, concurrently with you guys, and surprisingly, it come together with my Fibo. Alright, I didn't draw previously, I did chart this previously. Alright, I chart on the spot where I'm recording this video. Okay, next thing. Good thing to watch out is actually on the Hang Seng Index, which I mentioned last week as well. Surprisingly, the market has been doing well. Alright, this is the weekly chart. 2-week area, I mentioned previously was at this low. Previous last week, the week before I started, I say watch out. Cannot. So watch out. If you're long, you long. If you long, you long. If you hold on to it, you hold on to it. Okay. So congrats for people who are on the Hang Seng Index. All right. Because it's actually at the major support lah. This support is drawn via the monthly chart. Just to recap once again, it's drawn based on the monthly chart. All right. It's very significant. All right. Right now it's going to back to the 25,000. All right, 25,000, and then we shall see where it go hit next. All right, so whether will the Asian market be affected by the Western market or not? Okay, so this is on the Hang Seng Index. Next, we'll be going through on certain individual counter. Okay, next will be on oil. Just want to be careful. Just want to bring to your attention. For oil itself, this is what I mentioned previously. It will come now, then go up, right? This is a drop previously, 12th December. Whether the US is selling their reserve, whether will oil continue or not. Alright, commodity should weaken, but apparently commodity go up because market need them to travel, right? So let's see where are we at for Brent at the moment. Brent, we can see that is actually this trend line I dropped previously this trend line. Right now we are at the resistance level. We are at the resistance level forming this candle. All right, 80, 90, 88 is the resistance levels. All right, since 18, 2018, since it touches 3 times, 2010. All right, it used to be support, resistance, break resistance, support, breaks, support, resistance, resistance, and then we revisit once again. All right, so we shall see whether is there any strength. If let's say it break come below this 87 or encarve this previous weekly candle, that you go for the short. Understand that? All right, so take note. If you want, you can just put your stop loss somewhere at 90. Once it break below this 86, 85, that is where you go to short. Understand? All right, so watch out for Brent. Watch out for Brent. Next, we'll be looking into try to speed up. It's going 20 minutes already. Tencent. Oh, sorry. Tencent. I mentioned Tencent, right? It's a good shares. All right, it's well supported. if we break below, then we will see 520. I mean, break above the 38.2%, then we will see 520. All right, right now, Tencent, if let's say you hold, you enter this position on my last week video, you should enjoy the JD dividends, right? Because Tencent mentions that they are paying JD shares as a dividend to shareholder. Of course, definitely I get it because I'm into it, right? So that is the bonus. Hopefully you guys receive it, and after you get the shares dividend payout, the market actually hype up again. All right, you win both sides. So Tencent is good shares for me currently. I think fundamentally is good as well. Technically we are actually on the weekly 200 days moving average support. So why not? All right. I mean, it's all about probability, right? So why not? You are taking at a very good chances. Why not? All right. This counter we are looking at is previously I mentioned, right? Is one of the shares is Ping An. This is the insurance. Can you see that? What happened? This is the weekly chart. All right. Breakout. Breakout. So that nice with good volume. So this is I chart previously. Look back 2 weeks previously. 2 weeks video in my YouTube. You should see support, 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 support. All right, and then it bounced. So I was looking at this candle when I started Ping An. Just be frank. This candle, this green candle, right? 2 weeks only, what? Correct? Not? So I looking at this green candle at the support level. Hong Kong shares pick it up. Uh, Good, decent volume, and then continue. Okay, continue. So congrats if you are entered into the Ping An. Next, we will be looking into, yes, next counter, just take note for oil, commodities, right? Take note, and not oil. Oil I mentioned is gold. Not this gold, it's gold. Sorry guys. So alright, gold. I mentioned previously, so gold, right? If let's say the market is down, take note, we are actually trading back. Okay, this is the bull trap, this is the triangle. Bull trap, come down, again break the bull trap. So take note, people who are trading gold, I am more on the upside right now. All right, I am more on the upside right now. Okay, it's not coming down. It's a very decent, good support at 23.6%, breaking 38.2%. Next week, confirmation or break above this sloping resistance level, we can see gold may revisit 1880, eventually 1009, 2000. All right, so I am bullish on gold itself. Why gold? Firstly, market drop, gold is the safe haven. Correct? Not? Second, Bitcoin drop, cryptocurrency drop. Where can they go? The money come back to the safe haven again, unless they're telling me to the NFT lah. But I'm more at the upside, bullish side for gold at this moment. All right. So remember to put your stop loss if you really want to trade into gold itself. All right. Next, lastly, we will be looking into Bitcoin. Right. Since we'll be talking about it, this will be the last counter for today. I'm not going to recap all the shares lah. I mean those shares that I'll be sharing, TSM, JDCs. Go and watch on my previous video if you have not. So come into Bitcoin. All right, this is what I mentioned. Very nice, right? So we break the shoulder, head and shoulder, break below the resistance, 40,000. Significant plunge. Right now, current market is running. We are trading on 34,800 plus. All right, this is Singapore time, 11:30 a.m. Sunday. The market is trading. I mentioned my first resistance level is at 30,000. It's just few thousand away only, $4,000 away. When it break 40,000, I told my friends, there's a 10,000 money for you to make if you want, just a quick one. Hitting 30,000. Right now, we actually at a midpoint, 35,000 hovering. All right, is hover a lot of time, but my final target is at 30,000. All right, my final target is at 30,000. So you can redraw the Fibonacci if you want, if you don't want to use, because it's very messy. Let's just redraw the whole thing. All right, so let's do it one more time. You guys see the double top, right? I'm not going to show you guys again, which I draw previously. So I'm going to put at 30,000. All right, as my first support level. Once it break, it's going nasty for Bitcoin. All right, once it's break, it's going nasty for Bitcoin. 30,000 concurrently coincide with 100-day moving average. All right, so I'm looking at these patterns all the week forming at this area before I re-enter. Okay, otherwise nothing is going to stop this lah. All right, nothing is going to stop this. Okay, so take note, if you are trading on Bitcoin, take note. Of course, this will result in one of my favorite counter, which is on Coinbase. Sorry, I mentioned it's the last, but I come to it because it's relevance, which is related. All right, Coinbase, it break below the 200 days. Let's see. I think I dropped previously, right? Where is the support? Okay, this support is over here, 200 plus dollar lah. It break below the $200 is ridiculous really. All right, so this is previously which I make. Of course I profited from this lah. I exited, right? I say it hit my TP. I don't know where is the video already. All right, if you guys have been following, you should know. So right now it break below. Am I going to pick it up? No, I didn't pick up on Coinbase. It's not because it go below my previous entry price. I didn't pick up on this. It's because the cryptocurrency is actually on the red side. It's closely, positively related, correlated. All right, so I didn't enter Coinbase itself. I draw from the support 208 is my swing low. It break below, it gap down. I'm not going to play any cover gap at this point of time unless it shows sign at the cryptocurrency. All right, so that's all for my this week weekly market update. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Please stay alert on coming weeks. It's very important. The market may continue to tumble down. All right, have your strict stop loss. Hope you guys trade safe, stay safe, enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.